A smile is like the jam on the toast of life. Is that really cheesy? Fuck, that's all I've got. Oh my god, if I can find a man that pleases me like carbs,
Hi, so we asked you guys on our Facebook page if you wanted this week's episode to be about sex. God damn, you little horny bastards. Okay, I think I get the point. If anyone knows what movie that's from, we're probably like best friends. So this episode we're gonna talk about passive and aggressive people in relationships, or in the gay community they call them tops and bottoms. I remember when I was first figuring myself out, and I used to hang out with a whole bunch of straight guy friends at the time, and we'd be hanging out and they'd be checking out the hot girls saying, whoa, I'd fuck her. And I didn't really think that way. I didn't want to fuck the girls, so I kind of like questioned myself for a bit. I was like, maybe I'm not gay. So it is possible to be an extremely passive person in some cases, or an extremely aggressive person in some cases, and that has nothing to do with gender. So I brought in some people, including myself, to answer some of your questions. But wait, you guys are gonna answer them too in the comments below as we go along. There's gonna be 5 questions. That is the first part of this week's project challenge. The other part is gonna be at the end of all the questions. And of course, it's okay to be a virgin. Just answer the questions as you picture them in your head. All right, here we go. So I asked you guys on the Project Toasty Facebook page if you would rather have me or Butch Arielle, my alter ego, answer the questions, and you guys were pretty 50-50, so I'm gonna answer some, and Butch Arielle's gonna answer some. So on to the questions. Why going on a date? Are you the one who would want to plan it?
I think whoever asks the other person should have a plan. Like if I ask a girl out, I will have a plan.
I agree with Jason for the most part, although I am known to come up with the most fascinating date ideas. Friday night, you and me at the strip club, you're invited. Hey, yeah buddy. Did you drive or did your date drive? I wanna drive you, bitch. Okay, so this is gonna sound a little bit corny, but I hate driving. I hate driving. I've always had this like thing pictured in my head for the longest time. I always pictured me and the love of my life driving somewhere off on a little road trip of some kind, and me being in the passenger seat and falling asleep. Either way, it's like one of the most adorable things ever when somebody falls asleep next to you, because it's like they trust you enough to fall asleep next to you. So I just think that's like the cutest thing ever. Who makes the first move?
I would say 90% of the time, I let them make the first move. But I put out strong signals, like I'm super flirty.
I tend to be. You don't tend to be. You are a little bitch. Yeah, so there's that. I don't. Who is in control when you're having sex? Me. Unless she brings the handcuffs. I'll admit it, I'm a little weak for that shit. Who holds who after you are done having the sex?
Some girls will think, oh my god, this guy really likes me because we had sex and he's holding me. That's not necessarily true.
Since I'm only 5'1", it would probably be a little bit awkward for me to hold the person that I had sex with, unless they were smaller than me. But even so, I like to feel protected, I like to feel safe, which is why I usually like dating people that are either at least a few inches taller than me, just because I like feeling. After you are done answering those 5 questions in the comments, head over to our Facebook page or our Tumblr to submit the next part of this week's project challenge, which is, I want you to virtually create your dream date, and it has to include 3 things. 1, where is it? 2, what are you doing on this date? And 3, how does the date end? For the what and where, you guys can post 2 photos side by side if you like, or make a little collage. And for the how, I want you to write it in, or you can even type it in, I guess, in the actual collage itself, whatever you guys want. Now we're gonna take a look at some of the project challenges that you guys submitted last week for your treasure maps. And oh my god, seriously, I can't comment on like any of them in particular because I loved every single one of them. I think this was probably like collectively the best week that we've had. I loved everything. And just in case you guys don't know, I do pick these at random. Don't think I'm favoring somebody over somebody else just because yours hasn't been shown yet. But also remember that we do comment on every single project submission. As always, don't forget to like this video and add it to your favorites. And other than that, I will see you guys next Thursday on our Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr pages. And I think that's it. Yep. Bye.